On my last video about the rear main seals in your LS vehicles, I had a lot of people commenting about the alignment tool for the seal here. And I also had a bunch of people that asked, how do you install them? I'm going to show you how I install them without using an alignment tool, okay? Full discretion, I've never used an alignment tool to put these in. And I've never had a leak. And I've done tons and tons of these, okay? 0 leaks ever. I've done it every which way. New engines, used engines in the truck with the transmission sitting back 6 inches, all kinds of ways. Never had a problem, okay? There may be those of you in the comments that, I work at a dealership. I'm book smart. I went to school. Technical this, technical that, technical this, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. If you want to use the alignment tool, be my guest. But for those of us who don't want to and don't have any problems, this is the way to do it. I'm showing you right now. So first off, when you take it off, this is what it's going to look like on the back. You see it just like that. This is your barbell. You can change this if you want. It's easy to do. Screw a screw into it because it's plastic. Pull it out like you would a nail. Put the new one in. I myself never change these. Okay, never change them unless it's a brand new engine. There's just no point really. Anyways, it's going to come with a little gasket that goes all the way around here. Make sure you clean all this off with a razor blade or, maybe a little wire wheel if you have it, wire brush. Get all this stuff off of here. Use some good brake cleaner you can get from, local auto parts, or Walmart sells it. And you can spray all this off so that you have a good sealing surface, okay? Once you do that, you're going to get a little bit of the gray Permatex. Yes, the gray Permatex. Not any other color, gray. I don't care what any of you other guys say in the comments. Technically it's supposed to be black or orange. I don't care, okay? The hell with that. Gray is the best, period. End of story. You're going to dab a little bit in these corners right here. And what I do is I take my finger or I take a stick or something and I just kind of dab it in just a little bit to make sure it kind of gets in that crease. And then I'll set the seal on there and push it up against here. Next, what you want to do is get a little bit of oil. It could be old oil, new oil, didn't matter. A little thing of grease and just roll around this right here just so it helps to keep that seal from ripping and it keeps it nice and soft and it seals. It just helps it seal. And once that's done, this is exactly how I put it on, okay? I start at the bottom, just like this, and then I just slide it forward, just like that, and voila, it's on. It'll be a little bit more stiffer than that because it's a new seal, so if you have to, give it a little bit more push to put on there, it's fine. You're not going to hurt anything. What I like to do is take one of the little bolts, and I like to screw it in, not all the way tight, but just enough to where it's kind of pushed, against the block. I will take my long oil pan bolt here. They go in from the bottom. You have one on this side over here. You have one on this side over here. I will put that in, and then I will screw it all the way down to whatever I don't know what the exact torque spec is off the top of my head. I've done so many of these, I don't really use the torque spec. Once again, never had any leaks. Once this one is tight, then I'll go through and tighten the rest of these. And then, of course, it's done. It's just like that. It's that simple. That'll fix your leak you have there, and you're good to go. Like I said, I've done this on many of occasions, never had a problem. Also, guys, this has happened to a lot of amateurs, people that's never done this before. Make sure you put your flywheel back on the way it came. Don't put it on backwards, although it is quite difficult to do it on the LS engines because they're kind of, angled a little bit. They have some depth to them. But if you have a 6-liter, those are flat, and you could actually put them on backwards. So just make sure you put it back on. Remember which side faces which way. Put it back on properly. Get your bolts torqued down the way they should be, and then you should be good to go.